to Birchall. Scrubs a kick out wide. One-on-one contest. Laloifi against McClellan. Ball still in dispute on the outer side. Here's Conti. Tries to fend off Laloifi, who takes her down.
Pushed her player out of the way. Bernardi and Wakefield with a bit of friendly fire. Work to do here for Laloifi, and her pressure just around. Playing Richmond's practice match against the Eagles. Her kick finds its way to Frederick. It was a casual attempt at best. Drops the mark. Laloifi now turns tackler. Wakefield trying to wrestle it out of the hands. Premiership. Wakefield's kick. Stahl presents through her hands. Moody at the fall. She's tackled strongly by Edmonds. Laloifi eventually.
They have the luxury of playing Brennan on the ball, getting their best players around the footy. And a chance for the Blues to break out here. The Richmond defensive zone breaks down. Laloifi has got...
Stahl stripped as she kicked forward. Laloifi showing a deft...
Chris Barkas run down from behind. Kick dribbled its way to Laloifi.
And she can show her pace towards Frederick. Good fist there from Laloifi. Conti.
The Irish woman delivers it inside 50. Over the head of Darcy. Coughs it up. Lambert gets it to the 50 again. Laloifi takes the defensive mark. Carlton just need a bit of time in possession here. This is Wilson. Here's G. Now Laloifi. High kick inside 50. Harrell on one, it goes through the legs of Alexander. Harrington at the back gets a good shepherd from Allen. And will look to bring it inboard on the angle. Laloifi arrived late, good closing speed, and then earns a free kick. And the Carlton fans let the umpires know all about it. It's been a spirited contest. Laloifi's got a couple of numbers. She finds, but it spills to Brazel. Her kick out in the Alexander direction. The athletic Laloifi coming in the other direction. She can gather and go. She can use Rowe. Rowe will explode away from Downey, who calls for assistance. Laloifi did well. Great run-down tackle from Hosking. Hosking as they set up to the outer side. Laloifi. The Blues now looking to work it laterally, taking a leaf out of Collingwood's book. Laloifi's kick pitches in front of Hosking. She's got...
After that knock that she copped in that second quarter on that leg, you could see that Jamie Lambert just ran straight off of there. She wasn't interested in the chase.
The back nicely read by Livingston from 48 metres. Sinks the boot into it, but Laloifi has it, and Harrington is calling for the bench. She's limping off. We'll keep an eye on it. Half forward. Downey, Laloifi. It's her body in between Darcy and the football. Darcy somehow still does well. Arriving there rather was Membry. She's tackled off her kick. And
as well, here's Laughlin's first interaction for 2020. Spiralling ball over the head of Lamb. Laloifi back to #1 draft pick Newton. Not great purchase on the kick, and isn't Laloifi providing wonderful coverage alongside Harrington in defence for the Blues?
By hand to Huntington, who loads up. Laloifi again under the footy pound. Gets the hand pass back towards her. Good tackle. Persimmon too good. From outside 50 against this breeze, you think it's too far and ill-directed. In the end, and Laloifi can take it comfortably on her chest.
She's had a hot start so far. This will be her 5th touch.
She's done well just to read the flight of that footy really, really well. Sets herself up and it's fallen straight into the lap.
Dee Berry, who gave away the original one, somehow the ball back in Bulldog hands.
Yeah, the retaliation gets you every time as Laloifi tumbling punt off the right.
Turn it over in a good spot here. McCarthy's got speed and space. It's 2-on-1. Laloifi back there couldn't get it in the fingertips.
They're all over it then.
McCarthy goes by hand to Lamb. Just out towards space. Laloifi with a bit of time was in the back, so Huntington will have another go at it. On the left, Berry, Laloifi having a blinder so far.
Celine part of the lineup, but out injured at the moment. McCarthy's kick. Laloifi's parked herself there again. It's her 3rd mark off an opposition kick so far.
And again, just dropping into the lap. She reads it so well.
Gets out towards Berry.
No numbers down there for the Bulldogs, though.
Yeah, Plain should be able to wrap it up. You never know the bounce of the footy as the pressure comes. One way than the other. It was good work by the Dogs to get back, but Pounds has a target out wide in Laloifi and hits her on the chest.
So final 45 seconds of the second term. And a goal either way here is massive.
Wide, wants Lamb, carries her head. McLeod can't reel it in. Pound, Laloifi, that was a clever little tap.
Certainly was.
McAvoy now.
Target, just under pressure here, and
She thought it through in the end too good because was told to play on and there wasn't much coming in terms of leads. But her kick had too much carry on it for Newton.
Too much on it for Dalton, so an opportunity to go forward. Laloifi, she's been the full stop back there for the Blues. To Hosking, they go 1-2 around LaJoya, who provides the source pressure. Laloifi's kick to the feet of Huntington. Versio, can she keep it alive? Take the free, and that's what she's got in front of her. Can they pluck a mark here? Ball to the back. Lamb involved. Laloifi paddles it. Vernon goes around the body, and once again Press Barkus involved with a bump. Hunt. And 3 Blues sandwich her. That's an edit to warm the hearts of Daniel Harford's coaching staff. Playing it out to the absolute bell, and not bad when you do it right in front of the coach.
just proven to him we're still here, we're putting the pressure on. 1, 2, 3, bang, straight to the line.
Just need to get their discipline back in, and particularly there was a few 50s given away during the week.
And now the Crows through Gore. Carlton again, try and switch the play and get it to the wings. Adelaide had defended it well, but Hatchard just lost the flight of the footy. And a nice mark taken by Laloifi. Again. Crows have had a number of smothers in this contest so far. Kick Phillips. Laloifi went to ground, but had numbers in support. A little fumble, just a bit jittery Carlton. Adelaide's pressure is forcing Carlton to look. There is the goal kicker. Considine pops it into a bit of space, one-on-one. Laloifi one out that time against Phillips, and then a nice kick, switches the play to Wilson. Getting back there. Wilson's been good for the Blues in this first half. And again, opportunity for Carlton on the outer side. Middle of Richmond Oval. Carlton have the wall set up, but the ball didn't quite bounce. Downey. Again, the Blues will look to transition.
Wilson, really reliable, strong, fit. Should be able to keep up with any speed of the game, which is great to see in such a young player.
Got the numbers in defence, so they'll use them and go wide to Plain. Opportunity for the Crows. Laloifi met her the other way. Good contest. Both girls kept their eye on the footy. And it's game on here at Richmond Oval late in this third term. Carlton with the slight 1-point lead. We just see on the replay, both girls' eyes on the ball. Kicks it towards the pocket. It's going to be a foot race. Ponta, who's been very quiet today after kicking 4 goals last week. Laloifi has done an excellent job on her. She wins that ball, kicks it into the pocket. Mark of the afternoon has players queuing up in the corridor. If it can get there, it's a great kick, opens up the whole ground.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit sore, but yeah, I wish I could be out there at the moment.
Must be a big ask for your ruck partner now, Metcalf, her first game for a long time. Game on here, it's alive.
Thank you very much. Go Crows.
Not concede a goal, so she's used her experience and got herself behind the ball, and they're doing this well, Carlton. 8 points, minute to go. Adelaide are going to need something from this passage of play.
She'll switch laterally to Laloifi. And now Harrington, and they set up the switch beautifully here because
We really focused on their game and tried to break them down and combat Adelaide's performance.
Greiser belts it long, turns the Carlton defence around. Laloifi's got speed. Good effort from Shearlaw. And Laloifi thought her way through it nicely and found Plain. Keeps the football moving towards half forward. Greiser putting in the big steps to get there first. Laloifi did well. Greiser versus Laloifi. Greiser at ground level. Laloifi comes again. Greiser gets into her back. Great one-on-one contest.
That was excellent work by Laloifi. It was the second and third efforts here, and then Greiser just falling on top, giving away the free kick.
Ups against a couple of Saints. Mackie with strength tries to rip it out. Laloifi does the same, and they wrestle over the football until the umpire calls for it. Again, the veteran versus the youngster. Laloifi tried to touch it to Pound. The lifelong Saints fan just chips it towards the top of the square. Greiser spalls from behind. Well played, Laloifi. Found some space. And from Shannon, who now wins the football. Pressure from behind came from Dalton. Affected the kick through the hands of Wilson. Laloifi to tidy up again. Mackie in there on hands and knees. Well done to Vesely, who breaks clear, heads goalward. Has she got the finish? Touched by Laloifi right on the line. It was tames this sort of form. A rising star is heading her way, certainly in terms of nominations and being right in the mix, and that was great from Laloifi. Numbers in support, turns back into traffic and now uses Laloifi. Full kick down the line, opens a door now for McDonald. She can pump it inside 50. Laloifi versus Greiser. Greiser will have the strength. Laloifi the agility, and Vesio once again late in quarters, goes back, keeps her feet. Laloifi, Greiser gathers, decides she'll just go herself from 48, bends it across the body. Which way will it bounce? It's tracking back into the square. A chance for the Saints. Laloifi did well, saved the day. Blues get numbers back. Pound goes down. Laloifi, what a pick-up. And she sweeps away from the last line of defence. Made the last kick easily. And again, makes good contact with this one. It's right to the line. Laloifi does well.
Laloifi, that last woman in defence yet again. Brilliant job.
She's been a fantastic pickup.
She has.
Downey against Greiser. Here's Mackie at ground level. Can't quite control it. Vaomua Laloifi, born in Samoa. Grew up in New Zealand, played rugby and basketball. And he took up footy in 2017. Here's Watt. It's a bit high for a Dublin teammate, but she'll get it back from Goldrick. Then runs in a Laloifi, who stops her cold.
Great stuff, Loinsy. Super stuff.
She'll get the free kick. Special comments boundary side there from Andy Marr. I reckon the Carlton runner. Only 80 family and friends in attendance tonight, so you'll hear plenty from the boundary that you wouldn't normally hear. Dio looks nonplussed. Laloifi attacked it. Coming through was Downey. She can now link up with Laloifi, can float a handball over the top. Out to attack it was Mithen, did well against Stevens. Chance here for the D's to 50. Laloifi, the good run-down tackle from behind. Egan has it pinched. Here's Paxman from 48 metres out, goes towards Perkins. Really important hand in there from Laloifi. Nicely read off the hands of the contest by Paxman. Laloifi in one direction. Taken towards the line. It's still there for Newman. She runs into Laloifi, who walks her over. Pops a handball to Sarah Hosking. Laloifi the run from behind. Having an impact, her 12th possession. She'll swing it wide to Laloifi. This is what the Blues do so well. They switch off half back, create opportunities and create some space to run. Here's Dalton. Laloifi will follow up again. She'll feed a handball over the top. Parry, Scott feeds it through to Newman. Laloifi coming the other direction. Parry feeds it out. Parry to the wing. Laloifi did it well, read it nicely. The drop of the football took the mark. And they'll look to go laterally. It gives it off to Gay. Gay goes for distance, doesn't quite hit the spiral. Laloifi once again reads it well. Get an effective handball. Jess Hosking committed the body. Laloifi has got support out the back. It's ball from half back to the wing. There's so much on the line for both these teams. The D's down by 9 points. Can they respond? Laloifi once again reading it so well. Watt's quick movement will launch it long to 50. Laloifi at the front, Scott at the back. Laloifi goes to ground. Has got plenty of support. Newman at the back, beautifully fed a handball to McAvoy. Great tackle from Jess Hosking, knocked the ball free.
Just a little bit more composure when ball in hand.
Laloifi goes high towards 50. Gay over the top.
Obviously, Press Barkers is always up the top, but between those girls, they really have led this charge since half-time, and they thoroughly deserve this win.
Hall, Cunningham over the top of Vesio. Laloifi's been mighty down back for the Blues. Storming out, beautifully done. Nicely read by Sparks. She got the clearance. In the end, it was smothered off her boot. Laloifi will go in for the Blues. Level. Good slick move there from Hosking to turn inside. Laloifi, little chip to Hosking, and once again, the Blues can control it. This is Sarah. Hard to try and hold it in, but in the end, the numbers will win. Conway gets it on the boot. Laloifi sitting back. Uncertain of her option. Draws a crowd. Pops a handball to Harrington. Once again, it's Harrington back to tidy up. Links up with Laloifi, who loves to get it and run. She'll poke it wide. Open space. Brisbane dominated to this end in the opening half. Opening quarter, rather, as Anderson finds Laloifi, who's back on the ground, as Em mentioned. And that'll be 50. Really handy in these conditions today, particularly when you're kicking into the breeze, Abs. It's almost worth 75.
Yeah, it really is. We've seen so much dominance to the left-hand side of screen, so let's see if the Blues can break that trend and really get some scores on the board in the third term.
And that was against Jessie Wardlaw, as you saw there, just running through the protected zone. She tried to get around behind Emma Zilke. Need to leave some space behind the player in the mark as well. That's part of the protected zone. Under pressure from Conway. Pound Laloifi, not the required distance. Cool head from Laloifi. Did really well. Back to 13, and here's Fark. Just grits her teeth, wants to make amends. Doesn't hit the kick sweetly, and Laloifi will cut it off. So important minutes in this game now. 7.5 left in the third. The Blues have the momentum. Conditions as good as they've been all afternoon. Anderson links up with Bates. Now Lutkins. Some of the veterans getting involved. Over the head of Laloifi. Wardlaw's got to try and get into the game here. She's been well blanketed. Oh, looks up. What she got in front of her, can kick towards half forward. It's a 3-on-1. Dawes working hard to try and get to the football. The Blues have got the numbers. Laloifi. Here's the dangerous Wushner. Will look up. It's a 2-on-2 or a 2-on-3 now inside 50. Brisbane have got the numbers, but Carlton have got the ball. Laloifi. Plains kick smothered. O'Dwyer leaves it for Spark. High kick inside 50. Zilke against Harrington. The two skippers go at it. And once again, Laloifi sweeps round the back to mop up. And it'll sit nicely for Lauren Arnell. Laloifi did just enough to come across and affect the kick. It pitches inside the line, and Nell keeps running. Well done. Slaps it forward. Goes out through the interchange gates for a throw in.